Hello friends, Mr. G here with a short video to help you work through this activity. First, I want to thank Lou WS for having created this very nice applet in GeoGebra, and I'm going to tell you how this works. So here we have a proof that we have to complete. So the question is, show that sine of x cotangent of x plus sine of x tangent of x equals secant of x. And we have here on the bottom a number of expressions that are going to help us gradually complete this proof. And so our job is to sort them out in the proper sequence. And as we work with proofs, we know that we work with one side of the equation that we're given. And in this case, it's evident that we want to work on the left side because there's nothing we can do with the secant for the moment. So the first step would be to begin to rewrite this, and we're just going to drag and hold this. Very nicely done. And then what would we're working with the left side, so this expression sine of x cotangent of x plus sine of x tangent of x, what can we do with it? So when we explore the options here, or if we think it through algebraically, we could factor sine of x from this expression. And if we do, this is what would be the outcome of that factorization. As we factor sine of x, we have sine of x, and then cotangent, being a common term, cotangent of x plus tangent of x. Excellent. Now, again, we kind of think, what could we do next? And perhaps it's not a bad idea to begin to express everything in terms of sine and cosine. So if we look at this side of this equation, if we rewrite cotangent of x and tangent of x as sine and cosine, we would arrive here. We would arrive at something like this. So we have sine of x as a factor, and cotangent, which is cosine over sine, and tangent of x, which is sine over cosine. So gradually we have everything in terms of sine and cosine only. Now our next step would be to look at the bracket that we have here and perform this addition of this fraction. And if we do that, we can see that to find a common denominator, we would get the product of sine of x cosine of x, and then we would then expand the numerator, and we would have cosine square of x plus sine square of x as the numerator, with the denominator sine x cosine of x. Notice, of course, that we never touched yet the sine of x, which was the factor that we extracted at the beginning. So I hope you can see by now that cosine of x plus sine of x, cosine square of x plus sine of x squared equals 1. This is from previous trig identities we've looked at. So this whole numerator is 1. That means that I can rewrite this product of these factor sine of x and the fraction as sine of x multiplied by 1 divided by this, which is really equivalent to this expression. Sine of x divided by sine x cosine x. Wow, amazing. So now we can see that it's easy for us to cancel sine of x in numerator and denominator, and that would produce just this expression, which is 1 over cosine of x. Well, and if we go back to our initial proof, we now can see that the reciprocal of the cosine is the secant. Therefore, we have completed the proof. And then we would just press check, and GeoGebra will check it for us. I perhaps needed to move this lower, this expression. Yeah, it was in the same line. GeoGebra didn't like that, and when I adjusted it, put it a bit lower, it gave me the okay. So this is the process that you will follow. There are 13 questions. Now there's only 12 because I just did this one to demonstrate. this is the process. So enjoy, have fun, take your time, think these proofs. This is a very friendly applet for us to facilitate completing these proofs. Thank you for watching.